Algebra 5.3 on writing linear equations is the same thing you're doing in 5.1, except this time they're not giving you a nice graph just to find where the y-intercept is and then go the direction from there. This time they're just giving you points, which is fine. As long as you have a minimum of 2 points, you can find the magic equation for any line. Okay? Just remember what the magic equation is y equals mx plus b, and the two things you have to find in order to have your magical equation work is an m and a b. Okay? With the 2 points, it's easy to find our m, right? It takes you all the way back to chapter 4, okay? And the equation, if you remember, is right here. Find the slope, right? So I have to label x1, y1, x2, y2. And I'm going to plug it into my slope equation. So x2 is 2 minus y1, which is 8. y2, which is 2, minus y1. And then x2, which is negative 4, minus x1, which is minus positive 4. Which gives me 2 minus 8, which is negative 6. And negative 4 minus 4 is negative 8. These negatives cancel out, and I end up with 6 over 8, which can be reduced to, divide both top by bottom by 2. This would give me 3 over 4. So this is my m. That's the first piece of the puzzle. Now, this is just review. The tricky part now is to find my b. Okay? In order to find my b, I'm going to use one of my points. It doesn't matter which point, I'm just going to use one of them. Okay? Because when you're solving an equation, the minimum variables you can have missing is 1. Right? And if I plug this in, y equals m, which is 3 over 4x plus b, I have how many variables? 1, 2, 3. But if I can get it to where I only have one variable, which is b, I can solve it. Now, I don't know what b is, but I do know that both of these points are on the line. That means whatever I end up with b, if I plug in 4, 8 into this equation, once I find what b is, it'll be a solution. That means it'll be equal on both sides. If I plug in negative 4, 2, that will also be a solution. So, if I can just use one of these, I'm going to choose, let's say, this one. And I'm going to plug it in for temporary, okay, because I know this is a solution. I'm going to plug in this for y, which is 8 equals 3 over 4, and my x. Now, I only have how many variables? Just one, and I can solve. Okay, I don't need 4 and 8 permanently, I just need it to find my b. So once that happens, okay, I'm going to do 8, I'm going to multiply the top 4 times 3, which is 12 over 4 equals b. Plus b. Right? 12 divided by 4 is 3. Okay, bring everything else down. And then, to get rid of 3, I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. I end up with 5 equals b. Now, I have my second part. Now, I don't need to use 4 and 8 anymore. I only use it to get my last part of my magic equation, and I plug it in. Y equals my m, which is 3 over 4. Okay? X, because I don't need the y and x anymore. And then plus my intercept. Right? So this is a combination. This is probably the newest part, so go ahead and try it. Algebra 1, 5.3, page 288, 4 and 8. Page 288, 4 and 8. And I'll see you in class.